What's happening, Facebook? It's Longhorn the Comedian for the B-Side Chat. We just finished up Messages in the Madness, and our message tonight was about success and how to measure success, measuring your own success. I thought I'd jump in, like I said, do the B-Side. And there's a reason for the B-Side. The B-Side allows me to talk about things that I don't talk about during the show um, for various reasons. I try to keep the show on the upbeat. I try to keep the show moving forward. I try to keep the show positive. I try to bring good messages in the madness. The B side chat allows me to talk to about pretty much anything that I want to. I was, let me ask you something. Have you quit watching the news? I have, for the most part, quit watching the news. I used to sit in the morning and watch the news for 2 hours. I'd sit and drink coffee, get myself together, get my head together, in order to get into my day, and I would, listen to the news while I'm doing, getting myself in order. I've stopped doing that. I'll listen to maybe 15, 20 minutes of it, then I gotta shut it off because it seems like the news these days is all about COVID-19, our president, and the mail-in situation with voting ballots and everything. It's so much negativity that you rarely see any positivity. And in humble my humble opinion, it's almost like watching Jerry Springer at 9 o'clock in the morning and then at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning and then trying to go through your day. How can you go through your day on a positive note when you're being bombarded with so much negativity? How's that possible? It's in my humble opinion again. It's hard. It's very, very hard. Hey, good evening, Dave. What's up, Dale? What's up, Brian? Glad to see y'all, man. Thanks for stopping in for the B-side chat. It's very hard. It is to try to be positive when you got all this negativity coming at you from all aspects. Now, as y'all know, I'm not a big fan of 45. If you are, hey, cool. I still love you because, see, I love you as a person. Your political views, that's you. That's just like I have my own political views. You have your own. Yeah, I don't think it makes or breaks you. But I did have an issue with them not releasing the information about COVID-19. Yeah, I had a problem with that. Why? Because I'm a grown ass man. Let me make my own decisions about my life. Give me the full facts. Don't tell. Just give me a piece of it. It's like my alarm system going, hey, it might be somebody in your backyard, but don't worry about it. And then I pull up and there's 17 people with guns and knives trying to break in my house. No, I don't need that. But I'm not gonna beat that horse either. There's a lot of division and division right now. People going back and forth at each other and yelling and screaming about their political views. And y'all do know we're being set up, right? All this division is intentional. It really is. And yeah, it is really is like Jerry Springer. You know, all this division is intentional. It really is. And I just need you to look within yourself. Well, I can't say I need you to. I'm gonna say this is what I'm doing. I'm looking within myself, who I am and what I am already, and what I know about me to try to be a better person every day. That's my success, is to be better at being me every day. Loving my brothers, loving my sisters. Like Dave, y'all heard me talk about Dave Orridge. I love Dave. Dave's my brother. We call each other twins. His folks call me son, and I call him mom and dad. You know, Dave is so white he looks like his folks originated from where they actually invented white people. But I love him because he's my brother. You know, my brother Antoine Tobin, down in Texas. Not my blood brother. Love him. My blood brother lives in England. I have one brother, Ronald, and he lives in England. He makes his living as a singer. But I love everybody, and I can tolerate almost anybody as long as I know who you are and what you are up front. If you let me know who you are and what you are up front, I can deal with you from that perspective. I've met people that just let you know where they stand and who they are. People will show you better than they can tell you. And when they show you, you need to listen. You can't change them. You can't rearrange them. You have to accept them as they are. And I just wish more people would be like that. Just tell it like it is. Don't flim flam, don't dance around. Just show me who you are so I know who I'm dealing with. And then I can make my own decisions moving forward. I was reading through the top news stories of the week, and fires in California. Looking at my little list of notes that I keep over here. Election fraud, COVID-19, kids still out of school. I really do hope they get those kids back in school sometime soon, because I know there's a lot of parents that can't afford child care, and they have to try to stay at home and work from home with their kids. There's a lot of people out there that's worried about their jobs right now, and I get that because of this COVID-19 thing. Um, but fortunately, some places are going, okay, we got to get back to business, and they're bringing people back. I'm praying that these people are safe and that they'll do well. I've been following the COVID-19 thing, and it was just as they said. It's 5 times more deadly than the flu. Where's the proof in the pudding? Just look at the CDC numbers. The average is between 30 to 80,000 people a year die from the flu. But we're about to hit 200,000 people this year, and it hasn't been a whole year yet from COVID-19. If you do the math, that's 3 to 5 times worse. So wear your mask, even if you think it's a hoax. I don't think it's a hoax. That's just me. But then I've told you all the stories. I've got my family members that have actually had to deal with COVID-19. So I know it's real. But I say brush your teeth, because honestly, you don't know how bad your breath stink until you put that mask on. If you don't brush your teeth, man, you put that mask on without brushing your teeth, yeah, you will damn near suffocate your own damn self. But wear your mask. Don't do it for you. Don't do it. And some people say, I'm not wearing my mask because I don't believe in this stuff. But don't do it for the people that you love. How about that? Protect them. How about that? Protect your your kids or your grandkids or your great grandkids. Because when you walk up to them and you want to hug them, you've been out in the world all day with no mask on, then you see your loved ones, and you want to hug on them and give them a kiss. Boop. Dale, I'm really glad to see you pop in, man. I know you've been going through a couple of issues, and I'm really, really, really happy to see you. I really am. I'm really glad that you're doing okay. I see you've been doing a couple of shows, so glad to see that. There's another thing. I am so happy. I've booked 5 or 6 shows, coming up, through the end of the year. I'm really kind of happy about that. So things are starting to, pop back around. This is our new norm. We're going to have to do a little distancing, wear some masks, and, keep it moving. But going back to what I started with, don't let what's going on in the world right now separate us or pull us further apart. Because, like I just said in the message I just put up on Facebook, we're like a hand. Your hand works better when your fingers are together. And that's how this community and that's how this country works, is when we're like this instead of like this. Because you can't hold nothing. You can't hold water like this, but you can hold a whole lot more of it like this. We need to find a common ground. We need to come back together. We need to pull it together, because the fact of the matter is we're in this shit together, whether you like it or not. And unless you're part of the 1%, and if any of y'all on here are part of the 1%, send me a check. But for those us little guys, we're not part of the 1%. We got to stand shoulder to shoulder and walk in lockstep to make or try to create a better future for our children, our grandchildren, and our great-grandchildren. I really believe that. Why am I wearing this Home Depot shirt? Because I went to Lowe's wearing it. And nah, I'm kidding. I wore it because I was thinking about a friend of mine who works with Home Depot, and I said I'm gonna wear it in honor of them tonight, so I did. So that's the message sent me. That's the B-side chat. I really pray that we can come closer together and stop moving further apart, because the powers that be really want us to move further apart. because they know we're an unstoppable force when we're together. I love you. God bless you.